Even developing a cheap car is an expensive business. So if companies want to make any money out of one, they need to share their costs. That explains why, to create the Pixo, Nissan worked with Suzuki, who sell what is essentially the same car, the Alto. The result is a cheap new car. But will buying one be a false economy? There's just one engine in the Pixo, a 3-cylinder 1-litre petrol unit. It feels pleasantly perky in town and has enough oomph for nipping in and out of gaps in traffic. The car's dinky dimensions and tight turning circle make for easy manoeuvring. And to make things even easier, you can have a 4-speed automatic gearbox instead of the standard 5-speed manual. In the city, the Pixo is pretty quiet, with barely a peep from the suspension and no need to rev the engine hard. You'll have to flog it much more on faster roads though, which is when its characteristic thrumming noise starts. On the open road, there's also plenty of body lean in bends, and you get jostled a lot by the ride. The Pixo can just about hold its own on the motorway, but if you get caught behind slower traffic, it'll take a while to build that speed back up again. Drivers should be able to get comfortable, but it might take a while. The steering wheel moves for height but not reach, while there's no height adjustment for the driver's seat and only an inaccurate lever to adjust the backrest. The dashboard isn't the most stylish, but it's simple to navigate. The Pixo is strictly a 4-seater, and 4 will fit just. Headroom is tight in the back, and there's not much knee room. You'll have an even harder time fitting luggage in because the boot is tiny. Most models have split-folding rear seats to extend it, but they leave a sloping load area when you drop them. The range starts with Vizier trim, and although it's cheap, there's a reason why. You get a CD player, power steering and 4 cup holders, but that's about it. A centre gives you remote locking, electric front windows and fog lamps, while the range-topping Tecna trim adds air conditioning. The attraction of the Pixo is that it's very keenly priced, will do more than 64 miles per gallon and costs a pittance to tax thanks to low emissions. Insurance premiums are among the lowest you can get too. Reliability is a Nissan strong point, so the Pixo should be dependable. Yes, it's built by Suzuki, but their record is pretty good too. However, the cabin is a bleak place to sit, with unappealing, cheap-looking plastics, rough edges and exposed screw heads. You'll also need to upgrade from Vizier trim for more safety than twin front airbags and Isofix child seat mounts. A centre brings side airbags, and Tecna has curtain airbags and an electronic stability programme. The Pixo will cost buttons to run. The purchase price is very competitive, albeit higher than the Altos, and it's a likeable, fun car. The cabin may be bland and the refinement and build disappointing, but it's worth a serious look.